Welcome everyone, thank you so much for joining in. So today, as you can see, we are going to start this analysis by looking at the price action of Bitcoin here in a weekly time frame, because in a weekly time frame we are aware the price here at any cost must not close below this 30,000 price range, because breaking below this 30,000 price range, not just only in a weekly but also in a daily, is going to invalidate all the bullish scenario, and we could be potentially heading towards the lower price areas. And why this is so important to understand is because right now this price movement, along with this Bitcoin logarithmic growth curve, you can see here with each and every price movement what we have seen for Bitcoin, the Bitcoin bull market always ended only after reaching the top of the channel. But between this line here, you can see we also had pretty similar scenario where the price of Bitcoin had this impulsive move, corrective move, and again another impulsive move. Again here, impulsive move, corrective move, again another impulsive move, and this corrective move always found a support at this 1.618, and then another impulsive move followed after that. This similar scenario unfolded from 2010 and also here in 2011. You can see 2013, similar scenario, new impulsive move, right? Pullback, a corrective move, found support at this 1.618, another impulsive move, and also reached the top of the channel. With each and every pullback in between, you can see after that, the price always touched the top of the channel. And this is also indicating if this is going to be a pretty similar scenario for Bitcoin, then we have seen impulsive move, corrective move, and this corrective move, that's why should not break below this 30,000 price range, because breaking below the 30,000 price range is going to invalidate all this bullish scenario which has played since 2010, and also is going to indicate the price of Bitcoin could see a pullback that could bring us all the way towards the bottom of the channel. And this bottom of the channel line is lying around 19,000 to 20,000 here to the downside. So that's why guys, for us right now, as long as the price is staying above this 30,000, we are still expecting the range bound type of market. And we have said that also plenty of time in video, because to the upside, what we want our price here, let me remove some of the drawing here, right? So you can see here to the upside we have said 40,000 range must be broken at any cost, and to the downside this 30,000 support must be held at any cost, because we can clearly see also here in the past Bitcoin price action, this was the top, we had this massive price pullback. This price pullback ended around 30,000 and another impulsive move started. Again, you can see 41,000 acted as a strong resistance line, right? And to the downside, this 30,000 acted as a strong support. So that's why we have said, as long as the price of Bitcoin is going to stay in between this line, right, we are expecting more of a range bound market scenario, unless the resistance here to the upside or the support here to the downside is broken. We are going to stick to more of a consolidation type of scenario for Bitcoin. And not only because of this Bitcoin logarithmic growth curve or this Fibonacci retracement line, guys, but also inside this Bitcoin logarithmic growth curve, if we would add some Fibonacci labels, you can see here right now for us the most important is this 23.61%. So now if we include these Fibonacci labels along with this Bitcoin logarithmic growth curve, right, you can see very clearly, guys, that this price here to the downside, the Fibonacci line of 23.61% has already been tested, the Fibonacci line. So if this would continue right now, what we can see here, right, if this is going to continue, then you can see this is also going to be a lower price target. And according to this previous example, right, this 1.618 Fibonacci level sitting around 30,000 area, again here could be acting as a very strong support along with this Fibonacci line here from this Bitcoin logarithmic growth curve. Because if this is going to see any sort of pullback, now we are aware we have one of the strongest support lying around this 30,000 price range. So we also don't want the price at any cost to break below it, because if that is going to happen, right, if the price is going to break below this 30,000 according to these Fibonacci lines here, guys, the price target to the downside is going to be this one here, and that is 14.59 Fibonacci percent, and that is around 24,800 price area. And we are also aware of this 24,000 price range, because with the rounding top in a weekly time frame, we found out that if this is going to get broken, right, the downward price target is going to be also somewhere around this 24,000 price range. So that's why this 24,000 line is going to be taken into consideration if the 30,000 support here to the downside is going to get broken for Bitcoin. And not just only this, also if you look at this daily time frame. And also guys, I would really appreciate if you could take just 2 seconds of your time and destroy that like button. And for those individuals watching this for the first time, hit that subscribe button and the bell. Right now, what I have seen here with the price action and along with this Williams alligator indicator, this Williams alligator indicators are now showing some sort of a weakness, because if you look here to the downside, we can see very clearly the RSI line, right, is below 50 level, right? This is not what we want. And also here to the downside, the T3CCI now could be entering the negative territory, showing weakness, because if the momentum is going to fade away, then definitely guys, there are going to be some more shakeouts waiting for us. And not just only this, and also one interesting thing, even though the price of Bitcoin right now is showing this potential downward price movement, but the RSI line here to the downside is flashing a bullish divergence, and you can see that very clearly here guys. Right, if you look at this, this is a clear bullish divergence, but price is still showing this weakness and showing some sort of a corrective scenario. So let's see how this one is going to play out. But looking at this all, you can see the market here clearly shows some weakness, and also this MACD line, which is still in a bullish crossover, but right now could be forming another bearish crossover. So this is also indicating in a daily time frame the price of Bitcoin might be weakening. So we have to be very careful. And yesterday when we talked about this descending channel, and inside this descending channel we also talked about this, which was entering the end part of this symmetrical triangle, and we were expecting some sort of a bullish scenario to play out if this resistance line here, right, is going to get broken. But unfortunately, you can see this line didn't let the price break to the upside, and also to the downside, the support here was unable to hold the price, and now we are seeing this pullback type of scenario. So if this is going to continue, and if the price of Bitcoin is going to see a pullback guys, then according to this price structure of symmetrical triangle, you can see guys, the price of Bitcoin could actually see some pullback that could bring us around this 30,000 price range. So that's why this 30,000 price range here is one very important line of support, and also a target area looking at this symmetrical triangle. So let's see if this price here does actually continue towards this 30,000 price range. This is not what we want, to be honest, but one thing we have to definitely give into consideration, because symmetrical triangle, what it also does in many cases, sees a relief rally, right, trying to re-enter this, and then again a pullback type of scenario. So that's why also be careful, because relief rally here doesn't mean now the price is going to be turning very bullish. At least if this is going to see any sort of relief rally, then wait for the proper break inside this symmetrical triangle before taking any long position guys, because sometimes it does show relief rally and again gets rejection from the line which previously acted as a support, right, and sees another pullback type of scenario. So that's why be careful. But right now here around this area, we also are finding some sort of a support here in an hourly time frame. Let me show you that. So now if we look at this price action of Bitcoin in a 4-hour time frame, we can see guys, this area right now where we are, this is one very important area for Bitcoin in an hourly time frame, because you can see the upper line here from this descending channel was a very strong resistance line, but to the downside this lower line was also a resistance line, but also has acted as a strong support line. And this is exactly where we are hovering right now, which is around 32,300 area. So if this 32,000 support is going to be there, right, because in the past Bitcoin price action, finding support at this lower line area has led to some potential upward price movement. So if this is going to remain here where the price sees any sort of a relief rally, then let me also make this very clear to you guys that every time whenever we have seen relief rally, right, corrective move, relief rally, this relief rally has not ended above this 0.618 Fibonacci line, and this 0.618 Fibonacci line right now is sitting around $33,970. So if we are going to see any sort of relief rally, then we also want at any cost the price of Bitcoin to stay above this 0.618 Fibonacci retracement level that is sitting around 34,000 area. So if this 34,000 support is going to be reclaimed, then this trend here could potentially continue towards the top of this channel, just like in the past Bitcoin price action. But if we are going to see any sort of rejection at least from this 0.618 or also this 0.5 Fibonacci retracement level, then we should be also expecting the price here could be retesting the lower range and also could be preparing for another leg down type of scenario. So these are some of the scenarios I thought sharing with you in today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope this video was helpful enough. If that's the case, then please hit the like button, and for those individuals watching this for the first time, hit that subscribe button and the bell. So by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye bye guys.